Boilermakers have done on this floor. Eric Montross controls the tap, and North Carolina sets it up. Rodel on the wing. There's Montross up high.
A lot of activity.
Rice for three. King Rice gets North Carolina off.
And he's nailing the outside shot.
Purdue sets up on the half court. That's Jimmy Oliver up high. There's Travis Trice, freshman out of Princeton, Indiana.
Straight up man. Crystal front, make it difficult.
There's that cross-court pass they were working against with for the Carolina pressure. Austin for three.
Good spacing.
Henrik Rodel. Fox left unattended.
That's got to be refreshing for him. He's got about 25 people here. His old coach
gets him off the mark. Trice guarded by Rice. Got a Carolina traps. And part of it is to throw the ball, spread the floor, and to throw it from one side to the other. Montross can't have first half. This is Travis Trice. Boy, what an education for him, being played by the senior King Rice.
Well, there's the problem when you pick your dribble up, that people don't respond by cutting.
Austin looking for his shot. Fox picks him up.
See, Rice is zoning out front there almost.
White finds McNary. Fox the rebound. Henrik Rodel. King Rice for three. Austin takes the brick.
Good run here.
Chucky White has to pull up. White looking for help now.
A lot of face guarding. Really makes it tough because you don't see it enough.
Purdue laboring at the moment. Plenty of time, though, left on the shot clock. Oliver for three.
Really drags the defense out. Takes away a lot of the pressure that Carolina normally brings.
George Lynch, great athlete. Lynch left alone. A lot of open shots in the first 2 minutes of this ball game. Travis Trice, or T squared, had it knocked away by Fox from behind.
There's that cross court, which is really creating problems for Carolina. Dragging the defense, space.
Woody Austin gets the step. Oliver for three. Jimmy Oliver is shooting almost 50% from three-point range, and he will have to give them the outside shot when they get to Big Ten season next month. Rice and Montross working. King Rice to Montross. Lost the handle on it. Here comes Oliver. Austin for three. McNary stepped down the baseline, ran out of bounds.
Eric really had two good passes that he didn't squeeze. Maybe just a little tight. But last week against Alabama, he showed he can play some low post offense.
Lynch. Boy, he's tough.
Knowing your way in traffic. He hasn't been on the LIE in New York, but I'm sure he can find his way home.
Oliver for three once again.
A lot when I was here.
North Carolina picks it up on the half court. Rozier, the big man in the middle, another freshman. There's George Lynch on the wing.
And they're going to
ball at Warsaw High School.
What happened there is Gene Caney was up. Froggy Paparo really hurt Carolina. Lynch was on his...
Davis keeps it alive at Chilcutt. Phelps. There's Lynch. Flip Rozier. Double team down low. Lynch is the open man. For three.
Inside out. And of course, Rozier with that great drop step ability. Notice the fronting in all spots. They make the first pass for each other, front and the help by Rozier. They get the push off.
Got a push on McNary, the freshman down low, redshirt freshman. His first, the second on the team.
It's a zone when you really break this down. The front bikes are their size.
Derek Phelps out of New York City. Lynch, Chilcutt.
Great help down there by Austin. Both clubs very alert. Weak side defense, getting to the basket, splitting the middle.
Lynch trying to hit Davis, broken up nicely by Travis Price and Chilcutt fires it loose. Double dribble. Floor making the cross-court passes. Stay out of the Carolina traps. Sometimes those things can happen. Austin on the follow. Ran out of real estate to the baseline, and
Carolina, I guess that warm weather had a little something to do, huh? A little bit like Nassau.
Yeah, really. Well, Georgia Tech's not in a cold city by any means.
No.
And as we surmise, well, Purdue made the Final Four of that. But the outside it won't go for Hubert Davis, midfielder in the Purdue program.
Scrappy. That's what you like about him. And here's a shooter.
This is Matt Painter, a sophomore out of Muncie, Indiana. I'd like Painter to help out from the outside. They played him a little bit of point guard earlier this year, and he was uncomfortable, and it really affected his offense, his shot. But he's a good passer and a good shooter from the outside normally.
He looks like a wing shooter.
Pass lazy against this team. Oliver. White has it knocked away by Rozier. Here comes Derek Phelps.
Phelps is going to be a good player. Nice to have him coming off the Pines. That was not for him.
And didn't score a point. Here's an unforced error right here for Purdue up front.
Well, they shoot the ball well enough. You need some low post offense. But interestingly enough, Dean Smith counters with what used to be called the blue team. They get Fox with a little.
Are even at 2 apiece. 2 fouls on Rick Fox for North Carolina.
And Wenstrom being the 5th guy I left out. Straight up, man.
Chucky White. Wenstrom had good position and would not yield. Boilermakers have been laboring on offense in this first half.
White can do some damage here.
White inside, and a foul coming up. It's on Sullivan's kid. And it's a real tough situation. You try to play the best players in your program. Reese out high, another freshman. Wenstrom tied up by McNary. By 1, we have 8 minutes gone by in this first half of play. This is Dave Barrett. Woody Austin. Austin on the follow.
Quicker to the ball. Nice little double screen there. Here's the switch. Look at the reaction.
Tough pass into Stanback.
I'll tell you, I hope Gene had a lot of money on him because Billy's got the first one he ever earned. They were paid for the groceries.
They were at Kansas State.
Yep.
Out in Manhattan, Kansas. Just about in the heart of Kansas. Purdue on the attack.
Good help.
Stanback lost his footing and the ball, and he is injured.
Remember he said to us today he had the hip pointer?
Yes.
Or a problem. He was very awkward in the players' room, which we use for our production meeting.
Yeah, he may have aggravated the injury here. Let's see if we can pick it up.
And just an example of the help side to the front, and now you get the support. Montrose is picking things up quickly.
I think he got it right on the hip.
That's a big man coming over to help out.
Stanback going to be helped off the floor here. Now coming off now pretty much under his own power. A rebounder, good inside shooter. Hits the offensive glass is what they really like about him.
The back, right? The nickname?
The back, yes. Ian Stanback. Purdue leading by 1 as North Carolina sets up.
Inside low post screening, box to box. Montrose very tough down in that area.
Chilcutt and Montrose in the same front line. King Rice on the drive.
Now they don't really beat you with the bounce, but if you fall asleep, they can.
Barrett gives up the dribble. Chucky White, transfer out of El Camino Junior College a couple of years ago.
Of course, he's had to say hello to his folks and his old coach. If he made that one, I would have used his name, Coach Andrew. Now at St. Mary's, had him at El Camino.
Rice fell asleep at the wheel, and Painter capitalizes on the steal.
Good offensive skills. You mentioned the difficulty at the guard spot.
Traveling the call here. One turnover begets another, and Carolina gets it back without giving up any points. Gene Keady not happy with his team at the moment. That turnover, Painter comes out. Jimmy Oliver's back in for Purdue. How about this for substitutions? Already in this ball game, we still have over 10 minutes to go, first half.
Concession guys will be busy because Carolina sells out programs. You got to get one to know them all.
Yeah. Fox. Chilcutt really hits the offensive glass. Foul is on Dave Barrett. Barrett's first. That is the third on Purdue.
Look at the checking out, the banging underneath. Montrose really moved out. He's going to have to learn to establish position, but Chilcutt, great game against Alabama last week. Wimp still crying over that performance. He got away from him. Tuscaloosa youngster. Wimp Sanderson. They're going to be awfully good, I think, Alabama at the end of the year.
So will this North Carolina team. If these kids are able to blend in with the veterans Dean Smith has, this will be a tremendous team by tournament time. 3 out of 4 at the free throw line tonight so far for Chilcutt. North Carolina by 3. We've been tight throughout. There's the long lead to Riley.
Good support by Chilcutt. Montrose deep in the backcourt.
Barrett on the drive. And the right fielder makes it.
He's got some spunk. Nice looking kiss. A little softer in their denial now.
Lynch. Chilcutt up high again over Riley for the rebound. King Rice penetrates. George Lynch. No.
Montrose with the pick.
Montrose picks up his first personal. That is the 4th team foul on Carolina.
Backing up that defense on Dean Smith right now. Force him to shoot the 3.
Dave Barrett sets it up.
They got everybody on the baseline, sort of a 1-4. It eliminates the help out on the dribbler.
Riley looking to turn on Montrose. Darner. Link Darner from the outside, unable to connect. He too is a freshman from Anderson, Indiana. Rice. Rebound was poked away from Carolina. Lynch. Here comes Barrett. Darner in traffic draws a foul.
Chilcutt over a little bit late. Purdue is very offensive-minded. They'll beat pressure and take it all the way. They're not going to back it off. They're a little bit like Gene. You know, a tough-minded group. The good cut, reacting, and, of course, the pass. But you see 2 people consistently for Carolina.
Well, Gene told us that he's kind of like Lombardi. He wants to attack a team's strengths, and that's what he'll try to do. Link Darner, I mentioned a freshman out of Anderson, Indiana. This is a shooter, Bill. They have not been able to get him on track yet. Obviously, he's in his first full month of college basketball. There's Montrose heading off, and Henrik Rodel is back on for Carolina. But Darner is a kid they really would like to see pick up the slack from the outside, especially when Woody Austin leaves when conference season rolls along.
Yeah, it's a tough case, but you got to pay attention to your responsibilities. I think more and more kids are going to have to realize that. You know, this will not be one of Dean Smith's favorite buildings. Obviously, the noise, but getting up and down, he won't be able to play golf this summer. It's going to fatigue him. Of course, Gene Keady just stays up there, so he's close to the striped shirts.
Darner makes good on a pair. Purdue out in front by a point. We're seesawing through this first half of play.
Back cut to a post-up.
Lynch feeding Fox, and we've got a foul coming up. Looked like McNary moving in. Second personal on McNary.
McNary paid for it with this. They isolate the backside. Fox with a back cut if you get a back door, but right here, trying to get a free throw out of that, and McNary paid for it.
King Rice. Rebound picked off by Travis Trice.
When Rice takes it out, it's usually a back cut. Purdue backed off, forced him to the jumper.
Chucky White, good look. McNary, yes, and a foul.
If kids can catch in traffic, good things can happen. Great interior passing, and White got up as high as he's gotten up all night, acknowledging his assist, and of course the kids.
McNary heads to the free throw line. He has 4 points so far tonight. That foul on Henrik Roll is his first and the 6th on the team.
I mentioned to McNary that, gee, I keep up the good play. He thought there was something wrong with me. And he started talking to his teammates, thinking, how could I see it? Little pressure now, counter. And this is the Lombardi philosophy. Fire with fire.
Lynch, but the tip is there for Chilcutt. His first field goal. He has 5 in the game.
So I had to tell Travis Trice to tell him that we get tapes of the team. They get a chance to see them. Pretty.
Oliver missed the puppy inside. Fox there to retrieve. Kenny Harris.
Look at this secondary break. Beautiful.
Cut inside.
Their big guys motor so well, Wayne, that they get other opportunities some clubs don't even think about.
White beating McNary in traffic. Nicely done. He has 7 in this first half.
They've taken good gambles on their post passes. Lynch just a little bit late. Might watch the back cut. Pretty off the ball.
Fox for 3. Price takes the back tap. Got a foul coming up on Harris. That is his first, but the 7th on the team. 1-and-1 opportunity coming up. Dean Smith not at all happy with that prospect.
Great outlook, though, with his young team. I mean, he's honing them for conference play and winning while he's doing it. Guys take chances like this, playing a deep bench. They end up 0-4, 0-5. He wins. It's a tribute to the system.
You know, Bill, he said that he's going to eventually get it down to 8, 9, probably 10 players by the time conference season rolls along. He's played a lot of kids. He'll make almost, you know, he'll play 15 players perhaps here tonight. But a lot of those kids won't get to play when they get into conference action. King Rice back on, replacing Kenny Harris. And they'll have their opportunity now, and they'll gain some experience.
And of course, I like the amount of wins he has, and people like Wayne Larrabee and Bill Raftery telling him how to coach.
Yeah.
I mean, he's got a few of my scalps and many other guys.
You mean
not select company?
You did not dominate Dean Smith in your matchups on the sidelines?
He was very impressed with what we did, though. He stole a lot of our philosophies, and that's what's brought him to this great level.
Lynch on the rebound. Purdue leading it by 3. Under 8 minutes to go. First half.
A little softer man again, backing off. Here's a little trap out of it.
Fox going cross court to Rice. Oh, Lynch, nice move. Montross keeping it alive. Montross has it stripped away. Whew. Stand back.
Let him play.
A group of ACC officials on hand here tonight. Cornelius McNary beginning to feel his oats inside with 7 points. Oliver with that smooth shot. Stand back. Largest lead of the evening for Purdue. Fox drew the foul. Link Darner reaching in and picks up his first. That is 5 on the team.
I'd say Stan is back with that speed for that rebound.
You're such a wordsmith, though, Coach.
They're so quick to the basketball. And, of course, with Gene after you show some speed.
It's a lot of talk here that when Woody Austin leaves in January, that what they might do is move Jimmy Oliver out to the 2 spot and put Stan back in up front, but that would leave them with very little versatility off the bench.
I think he'll play a lot of the freshmen in and out, and of course Painter too.
There's Jimmy Oliver, who's given him a great outside touch this season.
They also have that 1 guard front a lot too.
Break of the action, 6:19 left to go, and a hotly contested first half.
A little bit holding on to the basketball.
Purdue on the attack. There's some pressure in the backcourt now by Carolina. Travis Price at the point. Good crisp passing at the moment by Purdue. Good ball movement.
Somehow King Rice is zoning outside. Look at the help again.
Stand back off the glass from Oliver.
They're making some awfully tough goals. Defense has been there. Offense on Lynch.
Lynch with the elbow on the offensive foul. That is his first, 8th on the team.
The one thing Dean Smith was concerned about, first big road game, how they would react under these circumstances, and it's part of the growth process. It's a young team. Billy on his right. He wishes he could turn or to his left. On his right is Phil Ford. He wishes he could turn and say,
yeah.
Phil, go out there.
Bill Ford in college was about as close to God as it gets, wasn't he? I remember covering him when I was in Kansas City. He was the NBA Rookie of the Year under Cotton Fitzsimmons of the Kansas City Kings.
He may have been one of the Archangels because there's only one guy down in that area or that city, right?
Montross takes the rebound. Under 6 minutes to go first half. This is King Rice. Fox with a good move. Oh, offensive foul. Number 3 on Fox. 9 fouls.
All of the action off the ball to set up a clear out for Rick Fox. Just gorgeous basketball. A tough call either way, no matter which guy calls. That's one of those bang-bangers. But just gorgeous offensive basketball. Unfortunately for Fox and the Heels, number 3.
Travis Trice.
Don't you love when the defense reacts that way, though? Good attention to business.
Standback did a great job getting in the way of that. Trice. Chilcutt up high for the rebound. He is a good rebounder, isn't he?
Solid kind of a player. Game in, game out. Can make that too.
On the trail. McNary retrieves. Here's Trice. McNary on the turnover. Montross. A foul is on Eric Montross, his second, 10 on the team. Everything's a 2-shot foul from here on in for the Boilermakers of Purdue with 4:57 to go, first half of play.
Now, Woody Austin in the game, he's been out for quite a while. I think you'll see Gene Katie doing a lot of that maneuvering to try and find somebody to complement Travis Price. 3
more games before the second semester begins for the Purdue Boilermakers, and Katie is uncertain as to whether he'll play Austin in those games.
I think he'll play him because of the situation. If kids respond to you, they pay attention as this youngster does, you'll give them that opportunity. He just narrowly missed making it. It wasn't a matter of being derelict in his duties.
Well, it should be pointed out as McNary hits 2 free throws for 9 points. Austin would be eligible under NCAA academic rules. Under Big Ten academic rules, he is not eligible under Purdue rules.
A little more forgiving under those circumstances. They're jamming it up great, Purdue.
Davis, Hubert Davis for 3. His uncle Walter was a Skywalker at Carolina.
Not a bad performer, huh? They're running their sets quickly. Good, crisp cuts. Barrett that time.
Oliver, there's the cross-court pass. Stand back. Has he missed?
And Woody showing the unselfish side of his play. Austin, very team-oriented.
Barrett knocked it away and touched it last. It'll belong to Carolina at the baseline. 4 minutes straight up to go. First half, Gene Katie still has a smile on his face. His Boilermakers have a 6-point lead.
Magic Moments, presented by Dodge. The 1979 NCAA championship buildup was extraordinary as it matched two of the most gifted and spectacular players of a generation. Indiana State's Larry Bird and Michigan State sophomore sensation Irvin Magic Johnson. Johnson led the Spartans to capture the trophy 75-64. Although they would go on to meet time and again, their initial confrontation in Salt Lake City will always be remembered as a magic moment.
What do you call a car that out-accelerates a Ferrari Testarossa or a Lotus Esprit? Out-corners a Porsche Carrera. Has been called the affordable Ferrari by Motor Trend and was named one of the world's top 10 performance car values. You call it the Dodge Stealth RT Turbo. Now choose from 4 Stealth models starting at $16,552. Welcome home, America. Advantage Dodge.
Die Hard, America's most trusted replacement battery. The one over 65 million have stepped up to. Its breakthrough design gives you more power and more confidence from the start. Sears Die Hard, more power when you need it most.
Stay with us at halftime. Scores and highlights from today and tonight. Duke did something that no team has done in 3 years. We'll tell you about it. Let's go back to Wayne and Bill and rowdy Mackey Arena.
All right, thank you very much, Chris. Let's take a look at the storyline of tonight's game thus far. 4 minutes left to go first half. North Carolina, 3 fouls on Fox. That's going to hurt. And they have not shot well lately. Purdue on a run. And McNary has helped trigger that along with the Standback. Carolina basketball under the Tar Heel basket. This is King Rice. Dave Barrett's a scrappy defensive player on him, number 22 in white.
Outside defense. Cushioning, doing a good job. Not much room to maneuver in here.
Look at Lynch get up on that jumper. McNary the rebound.
Speaking of getting up.
Looking more and more confident as this one unfolds. Barrett with that dangerous pass. Oliver able to trigger it loose. Lynch almost had a freebie.
Very quick getting rid of the ball if they don't have anything right now. Purdue, and that's really helped their offense.
Austin. Oliver.
Great check out.
Good position on the play by Chilcutt, and the fouls on McNary. His third, 6th on the team. I mentioned McNary had foul problems the other night against Butler and did not play a whole lot of that game.
I believe in playing on. I thought that was a great check out. Could have let it go for McNary. Unusual, too. Froggy Paparo, who's run down the floor, made a few calls in somebody else's area in his day.
Nick Paparo.
Had it done to him.
Edwin Edsel and Tom Corbett are the officials tonight. All from the ACC. Chilcutt on the fadeaway. He has a nice touch inside of 10 feet. 9 points for Chilcutt. Purdue's lead down to 4. Woody Austin. There's the trap. Riley.
Well, they have used all of the floor, haven't they?
Oh, the block by Rozier came out of the rafters to get that one.
Great individual ability, but the reaction to philosophy there. Go and help your teammate. This one almost went out of bounds, but Rozier, one shortcoming. What would you say? Not soft enough with that block, so they go the other way.
The ACC handbook, a real animal. He runs like a deer, of course. Riley in some trouble. We mentioned those traps that North Carolina will pull on you. Austin for 3. Purdue has cooled off considerably from the strike.
Watch the secondary guys now.
Davis.
Good reversal. Screen down. Easy jumper.
Chilcutt. Chilcutt's heated up. He has 11 now, Bill.
That's where they're toughest, I think. Not the fast break, the second stage of it.
That's coaching. That's discipline. That's the system.
Now, Peter really reacts well. When he needs something, he usually comes up with it. He'll have quiet nights and yet still be a major influence.
Oliver on the drive. We got a foul coming up on Chilcutt. Chilcutt at the baseline picks up his second personal. It's a 2-shot foul because Carolina is over the 10-foul limit. It's a little different, isn't it? You think of the foul limit, you think of 7 team fouls. Now it's 7 and then 10. 7 to 1 and 1 and 10 to 2 this year.
Hasn't done much to slow the game down, which is the philosophy, or at least the input for it.
Yeah, but you've got to sit back, coach, and see what happens over the course of the year. You know, look at the stats after the season's over.
That's true.
Like the baseball people do.
Oliver shooting the ball great, I think. I mean, if he does this during the season.
Rather grim North Carolina bench there.
Well, Dean's watched a few of these. I mean, if anybody else would be biting the nails and a little uptight, but he lets them play, teaches them in practice, and lets them go.
Under 2 minutes to go, first half. George Lynch.
Good action, though. And the defense really doing a nice job fronting the cutters.
Good ball movement, though, by Carolina.
Now, they'll be patient, but look at this Purdue group.
Boilermakers working hard on defense.
Riley fronting the cutter there. Keeping an inside screen away.
Rice the penetration to Lynch.
And there's the contribution of King Rice. A lot of people want him to do more. He just does what he's told. Good penetration, finding somebody.
Some have said he doesn't penetrate well on the dribble, but he certainly did there.
Well, he won't do it. It's against their brain,
against their
really.
philosophy, yeah.
Like the pass and cut.
Purdue leading by 1. Under a minute to go, first half. Oh, Waston popped wide open.
When your man leaves you, you find a hole. That's exactly what Austin did.
5 points for Woody Austin. George Lynch.
Montross got him.
Montross double teamed. Rice left open for the 3. King Rice with his second tray of the night. He has 8 points. No shot clock now.
See if they're trying to run a double up. Here it comes. And they get a turnover. Boy, they just don't relax. They'll let you relax.
Lynch to Davis. 5 points for Davis. Under 10 seconds to go. Barrett squares for 3. Austin. UNC by 3. Opening minute of play in the second half. T-square. Travis Trice. Nice move.
Nice
Good look. Foul coming up here for it as well. Although coaches, and you guys always talk about it, quick springs, quick jumper. I mean, some guys can get it way up on the vertical, but they can't do it quick enough to make any difference on the basketball floor.
No help.
Montross inside, knocked away nicely by McNary, and here comes Travis Price. He's outnumbered. Oliver.
Nice
look. Oh, good look to White. His first field goal of the night is an exclamation point.
Remember that little half-court trap was very effective at the end of half-court. You may see a little more of it.
McNary. Oliver looking for room.
Look at that help. Oh. Chucky White cleared his man so there wasn't any help. Gorgeous offensive assistance.
10 points for Jimmy Oliver. King Rice on the alley-oop pass to Davis, and a foul coming up for Lynch so far tonight.
Extending the pressure, fronting everybody now. There's always a wrinkle, isn't there?
Something new every time you come up the floor.
There's a double and a rotation by Chilcutt.
Austin for 3. His third tray of the Purdue's lead is 5. They trailed by 2 at halftime. Fox quiets the crowd with 3. 7 now for Rick Fox.
Because you talk about road games, that's what this is a great help for this young team. Fox, obviously, the elder statesman, but you mature in this type of atmosphere.
North Carolina did play a couple of games at Charlotte, but that is more of a home floor advantage than would be the normal road game. Here's the steal. King, Rice on the feed to Fox. Gets it.
Well, they had the numbers that time. Purdue not peeling off after the steal.
Rice trying to get it over to Oliver.
That's what Fox can do, though. He can mix it up. You saw him free. That time you got to acknowledge him. Puts the ball on the floor. And, of course, it tracks Chucky White.
There's the inbounds to Chilcutt. Rice takes it back to Davis for three.
The extra pass. You mentioned a word earlier, tradition. That's Carolina tradition. Try not to force a bad shot. Big trip now.
4 minutes gone by, second half. Traveling the call on Barrett. He shuffled a bit. North Carolina has hit its last 4 3-point field goal attempts to fire into the lead by 3. Fox wasn't reading it, but recovers. Ad-libs to King. Rice for 3. They've hit 5 in a row from the stripe.
That was a terrific save by Fox, and then the presence of mind to find his teammate.
North Carolina by 6. Austin. Woody Austin with 13 points, 8 of which have come here in the second half.
Woody over 51% from 3 and about 50 from 2. Real solid shooting year.
Fox from deep. Over the back came Lynch, and that's a foul.
They can do under his system.
You and I talked this afternoon about, when you have this many great players, sometimes you lose them if the kid doesn't get enough playing time, but that doesn't happen at North Carolina usually.
Tough place to leave, huh?
And you talk
to a pretty spot.
The team factor is preached so much at North Carolina. Oliver. Back tap to Oliver. Oh, and he's got a freebie.
And White with a nice screen out.
White set a couple of nice picks here in the second half alone. North Carolina on the attack. Fox gets the step. Lynch on the board. Rodel back up, and he's fouled. Gene Katie wants a different type of call. The foul is on Standback. Let's see if we can pick up the steps Gene Katie was alluding to.
Well, on the pass-off, he felt as Lynch spun out of this, he kept the foot on the floor. What do you think?
Yeah, Olympian on the track team in Canada back in the 60s. They moved to the Nassau, the Bahamas, and Rick Fox felt that to become a major college basketball player, he had to attend high school and play in the United States, and he transferred over to Warsaw. Trice going cross court.
Good ball movement right now.
Austin. Austin on the follow. Here's Oliver from deep. Harris gets the step. Left it short, but continues on the follow. Davis. There's Chilcutt.
Rozier, pretty good low post player.
Rozier in close. Chucky White, the veteran, clears the board to Riley, and here comes Woody Austin.
And Katie's really rotated his big guys well. Very well rested. And Chucky...
Harris guilty of a traveling violation.
Great to see him, though. He gets teased about that. But a great win for Frank McGuire, who then hired Dean Smith, and of course, the tradition goes on.
Absolutely. Montross back into the ball game for North Carolina. Travis Trice takes it up. Freshman out of Princeton, Indiana. I think he's going to be a fine point guard in this program.
He's played well. There's now the pressure a little more extended by Carolina.
They really step it up a notch in the second half, don't they? Oliver left free. Nice. Oh, Riley on the tip. Greg Riley's been challenged by the presence of McNary on the roster this year. Montross missing down low. It'll belong to North Carolina.
That was goaltending.
They're going to score it. Ball was coming down when it was knocked away.
Yeah, it was goaltending. Yeah, you just can't hear the whistles. This is where I think he's going to be effective. See that?
Yep.
You just can't hear the whistle at this point. This is not a place you want to come unless you're well equipped and have a pretty good team with you.
Pretty deep bench as Carolina has. 9 minutes gone by, second half. Purdue beginning to work the cross-court passes a little more now. Riley inside.
Nice job. Montross with a nice position attempt to rebound. He's a big guy to get around, and Chucky White unable.
That foul on White is his fourth, seventh on the team. Wayne Larrabee with Bill Raftery. We're at Mackey Arena, West Lafayette, Indiana. North Carolina on the road for the first time this season against the Purdue Boilermakers. And we are tied at 58 apiece.
Okay, Katie's teams compete. Extension of him. They really go after people. I mean, they've been outsized a little bit and still able to compete.
Big fouls on White with 4 and McNary with 4. 17 fouls already in the second half on Purdue, and Montross connects to the line.
Montross and his dad received a lot of letters from people in Indiana for not going to Indiana. But the Purdue people, I guess, if they don't root for Purdue, they root for Indiana. That's part of the family, huh?
You saw the Montross family. 1 out of 2 for Eric Montross.
Nice hedge here in a double. Everybody steps up.
Rice finds Oliver. The foul is on Lynch. That is 3 on George Lynch. Third on the team.
Part of Purdue's success against this trapping type of approach by Carolina is their speed once they catch it. They've been able to dribble by people or make the quick cut and then the response pass.
Cross-court feed again to Oliver. Gene Katie mentioned basketball passing. It's a matter of angles. Trice. Riley moving in gets guilty of the rebounding foul. That's his first and the 8th on the team.
They've been pretty effective when they've come up higher and gotten things on the baseline or the low post on cuts. Purdue.
Yes.
May see them go to that again. Well, he's got a great look, huh? How'd you like to come home late?
Talk about a scowl, huh? There's the team foul situation in the second half, and North Carolina leading by 1, giving an opportunity. 1-on-1s here in the second half. Unable to cash in. Chilcutt misses. Price to Austin. Austin for Riley.
Chilcutt. Great read.
King Rice.
Here comes Lynch in the secondary, too.
Fox left unattended. Chucky White the rebound, playing with 4 personal fouls.
And Trice with a good judgment. He looked up, saw Riley, and didn't give it to him.
Woody Austin. Lynch the rebound. King Rice on the break. And got a foul coming up. Travis Trice hacked him on the play, I believe.
Pretty good understanding there. Got the angle. Louis to get some contact. But Carolina, the constant, complementing their pressure defensively with a forceful use of the bounce.
19 fouls now on Purdue. Ian Stanback returns to the lineup for Purdue along with Dave Barrett. Riley has a seat on the bench along with Travis Trice. King Rice at the free throw line.
They've missed some opportunities.
They really have in the second half, Phil. Lynch has missed a pair. Chilcutt missed one. Rice makes good on 1 out of 2. Has 14 points so far tonight. 6 of 12 from the free throw line, UNC.
If they use the curls off the post down low to free people.
Barrett needs some help.
It's nagging the way they assert themselves. It takes a great degree of patience and energy to cut and expose yourself.
Oliver wanted to go inside a standback.
They almost had that too. Did you see Chucky White cutting? Bring him out.
Oliver finally gives it up. Chilcott. Rice to Reese. And Brian Reese connects.
A talent as well. A lot of good open floor players.
Tell you what, Bob Gibbons, an all-star report, says Reese may be the best pure athlete UNC has recruited since Jordan. That's a load.
Now wait a second.
Yeah. I said there was hype involved in this now. Come on.
Lynch's not bad either.
Lynch is a pretty good athlete, no question. Barrett. There's Lynch.
Look at this play.
Lynch to Rice. Unable to save it.
That's great basketball, though. Both clubs believe in all-out effort, typified by that kind of a play, huh? The double up by Lynch, the good hands. Now, this is a guy highly ballyhooed, offering it up. Floor burns, a trainer's delight. Keeps you on the payroll. Not one guy, but two and almost a third inbounds. That's great.
Purdue basketball. Three-quarter court pressure now, it appears.
Get them a little trap out of it.
Matt Painter now takes it up the floor.
When they go over half court, here comes 2 and 3.
Yep, there's the trap.
Yep, and bounced out.
Bounced it on the sideline. Boy, they really disrupt your offensive flow.
Well, we were talking to Gene, the difficulties, you can't simulate it in practice. You can't put that high tension up, and plus the size and quickness.
Turnovers now even at 16 apiece. Carolina committed, what, 12 turnovers in the first half. There's a brick offered up right there. With a rebound back tap to Reese. Davis. Hubert Davis. Reese to Lynch. I believe White got a good piece of that. Standback can't hang on. Davis has his pocket picked by Austin. Davis knocks it out of play with hustle, and bodies are all over the floor. Well, this looks more and more like a Big Ten game every minute. They're going to give it to UNC. Timeout.
Tried to rest Travis Trice, and they've got a little bit of inexperience in the back court. That could be a problem. Key time now for Purdue. They got to make up for it on the D.
Fox. Got by Oliver, picked up by Standback, no traveling. Lynch can't handle it down low, knocked out of bounds. And they got Lynch on a push.
This is where referees wish they couldn't hear. I thought they may have been booing our close earlier. But right here, I thought a little push maybe early, but just pretty good aggressive basketball.
Yeah.
And it could have been Purdue's ball. Either way.
That is the 4th personal, though, Coach, on George Lynch. And that's a big foul for UNC. And 4th team foul. Lynch has a seat on the bench.
A little different look. They fronted on the sideline out of bounds. Now they're behind. You may look for some doubling up on the dribble.
Link Darner is in the ball game now for Purdue. This is Matt Painter.
There it is. They got the numbers at the other end, but the reaction, the retreat, excellent.
Purdue has been ice cold in the last 4 minutes.
The Painter picked his dribble up. He can't kill your dribble till somebody's free.
Boilermakers trying to settle things down. Here's the trap on Painter.
The inexperience a little bit right here.
Oliver, White, they should have an open man. White left it short, trying to hit it over Chilcutt.
Should be
and
White.
Then is guilty on the foul, reaching over the back. And that is, we have Chucky White for 4 personal fouls now.
The size caused the miss for Chucky White. But an easy call after that, too.
6:36 left to go in the ball game. Changes coming up. Austin and Trice are back in. 3 and 10 in White. Painter and Darner leave for Purdue. Chilcott heads to the free throw line. Carolina has not shot the ball well at the line as Ian Standback comes in for Purdue. Gave The Boilermakers quality minutes in the first half of play. There's the season story for Carolina, and tonight they're off by 9 percentage points and have shot the ball particularly poorly in the second half, where they've had a number of opportunities from the free throw line.
Not bad when you consider the atmosphere, though.
Yes.
You're delighted over 50 on the road, generally.
Your teams or Dean Smith's?
Mine. Some nights 40 at Duke. The experienced guards, in a sense. Trice a little more accustomed to running the show. And, of course, Austin back in as well.
Got a foul coming up here on Davis as he tried to contest Oliver. And on Hubert Davis, only his first. That is the 5th on the team. Dean Smith looking on. Coming up next, we'll see another ACC team. Georgia Tech against Loyola Marymount, and Kenny Anderson coming off a 40-point performance.
They didn't put the clocks in tonight, by the way.
Yeah.
There will be no 45-second violations in that one.
No need to worry about it. Price at Austin. McNary on the turn. King Rice comes away with a back tap.
Nice play.
Broken up nicely by Standback. Carolina will be forced to inbound.
Using all the floor. Good hustle back. Need a stop right now, Purdue.
Standback, a good-looking 6'7" athlete. Rice on the inbounds.
Perfect trap situation there. Wasn't it in the corner? Oh, you couldn't.
They elected not to go with it. Fox. Maybe a force. McNary takes the back tap. Travis Price does not have the numbers in his favor. Austin on the trail for 3. 19 for Woody Austin. The first time Purdue has scored since 11:07 left to go in the game. Again, 5:32 now left. 3-point lead for North Carolina. Fox for 3. Make it 6. 6-point Carolina lead.
Austin stepping up. Fox countering. They've got to get good shots here.
Austin. Austin on the follow.
Pretty dump.
Ian Standback.
Paid attention. He knew he had pulled it short.
North Carolina's lead cut to 4. Fox inside. Nice move to get by Oliver on the reverse.
And one of the few gambles by Purdue. They've been very sound. They haven't given up any alley-oops. And they're not as big as Carolina. They've really paid attention to all the sets.
Fox, the senior from Nassau, Bahamas, coming to the 4 here at a crucial time, and he breaks up that play to Oliver. Take a look at Austin.
This is what you love in your guy. You know when you come up short, but here, this is that nature of his. They would have liked him to look for himself more, they were telling me, some of the assistants. Nice.
That would have been a good time right there to let that shot go.
Nothing easy.
Price trying to feed Standback down low. The pass play denied. Chilcott intercepted. Fox for 3.
Oh.
He is single-handedly beginning to put it away for North Carolina. Has to come to the 4 from the stripe, along with Oliver, when Woody Austin leaves. Or teams in the Big Ten will just start packing it inside.
Look at the cut.
Hubert Davis unable to connect. Lynch draws a foul.
All of a sudden, if you just relax defensively, you'll get guys like Davis free. Good cut, the acknowledgement. But once again, good quickness to the rebound by Lynch.
Woody Austin picks up his 3rd personal. That is 10 team fouls now on Purdue. Up off the bench and coming into the ball game now is Chucky White. White comes on in place of McNary. And at the free throw line, you see there's White and Lynch, the free throw line. Lynch now with 12 points. UCLA trailing Iowa with 17:08 remaining, second half.
Sunday's got them going pretty good.
Yeah, they must be rocking out there.
They took at least to Notre Dame early.
Fox able to clear the rebound. King Rice sets up the offense.
Those you can't permit if you're going to win. You've got to get the earned shot. There's a break.
Traveling the call. Dean Smith orchestrating a bit on the sidelines. Crucial time, 3:15 to go. Purdue down by 10. Travis Trice for three. Not bad for a freshman to step up like that in crunch time.
He's a very confident kid. I mean, even in the practice today, he looked like he was ready for this particular game, but they got to get something out of the defense.
Hubert Davis. Standback helped out. Fox coming in on the rebound is guilty of the foul. And that is number 4 on Rick Fox, 6 on the team. 2:48 to go in the game.
I think the problem for Gene is going to be the off guard. I think they're fine with Travis. He knows how to play.
Take a look at the foul situation of the ball game right now. Lynch and Fox, Montross. White and McNary are on the verge of being eliminated.
Straight up man.
7-point Carolina lead.
Ruttle may not have the foot speed to keep up with
Price.
Woody. No, well, Woody. Now they switch back. Yep. That's right. Okay.
Price operating baseline. Is that an illegal pick?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Set by Chucky White. That would be his 5th. White has had a frustrating night. Team is over the double limit. 5 points and 5 rebounds for Chucky White here tonight. And he fouls out with 2:26 to go.
I don't think he's aware yet, is he?
Now the official, I imagine, will step in here.
Mm-hmm. They're letting him know.
Gene is not going to tell them. He's not going to make them aware of it.
Well, he's looking now as to who to put in.
Yeah.
Probably Yo-Yo McNary, maybe. Now going for some shooting.
Link Darner, number 30, gets up off the bench coming on. This, Gene mentioned, was going to be one of his team's, well, biggest games of the season because it's an intersectional rivalry. You have a program of great tradition, North Carolina. Gene feels that if things break right for Dean Smith and this team comes together, that they could be a Final Four team, no question. So Gene, Katie told us yesterday, says, you know, this may be bigger than some of our Big Ten games here at home.
And White, of course, such a capable player. When you have 4, that was really a play that, you know, you don't want to get involved in with 4. If you're going to pick, make sure you're perfectly still.
Dean Smith, his team is leading despite that agonizing look on his face. 2:26 left to go. Travis Trice sets it up on the half court. Link Darner. Purdue trailing by 9. Woody Austin. Oh, tough shot over Lynch.
And a gamble by Fox turned it into an easier goal. They're trying to step up the pressure. They do have some half-court traps.
Under 2 minutes to go. Got a foul coming up here as Austin makes a swipe to the ball. His 4th. Again, a 2-shot foul coming up for North Carolina. Purdue has been over the 10-foul limit much of this second half. Minute 55 remaining. Dean Smith's club leading by 7. Smith has used a lot of players here tonight, but I think you'll see as the season unfolds that he will get it down to his 8-9 that he'll be using and going to war with in the ACC.
He's always played a lot of people, though. That's what's intriguing.
You know, he really has. I remember watching them in Providence at the NCAA tournament back in the mid-70s. He was bringing 5 in at a time on a regular basis.
And now he can bring in a lot of quality with numbers.
Absolutely. 21-13 a year ago and made the Sweet 16 of the NCAA. That was an accomplishment for a team that didn't have the kind of quality throughout the lineup that North Carolina is used to.
I'm not a King Rice detractor, and tonight's game, I think, proves.
Stand back. Hits Oliver. Austin.
Proves how capable he is, I think, when he just does what they want. Be the choreographer.
Travis Trice came up short on that 3-point try. Rodel the rebound. Minute 30 remaining.
Perfect trap situation. Ooh. Travis got to read it and go up and help.
Link Darner's second personal. Minute 27 to go. And we are at Mackey Arena. There's a look at the situation in terms of timeouts. Both teams are over the foul limit. Possession arrow in favor of Purdue if there's a tie-up.
I think they'll be spending some time on the free throw line, huh? Once they get back.
Oh, no question.
For the Christmas tournament.
They will have to shoot better from the line than they have tonight. King Rice just 1 out of 2 there. North Carolina leading by 8. That was Davis who knocked it away. Chilcutt to Davis ahead of the field. In the end, North Carolina was too deep and too quick for Purdue here tonight. Austin for 3. A brick. Rodel is right there to retrieve.
Not much more you can do, really. Woody trying to get some in a hurry.
Oliver denied the pass down low to Lynch. Knocked out of bounds by Lynch. It'll belong to Purdue. Credit to the Katy kids. You don't expect them to quit, and they have not, despite trailing by 80 to 68, under a minute to go.
I'll tell you, he didn't like that turnover, D. They have the hammer. He doesn't want to give it up.
Oliver for 3.
They got the quick timeout.
18 for Jimmy Oliver. Purdue back to within 9 with 45 seconds left to go at Mackey Arena.
Well, Rudolph, got enough energy to pull us through?
This is definitely one night you should test all your batteries with the new Copper Top Tester. It quickly tells you if a battery should be replaced or go on its merry way. The Copper Top Tester. A little present. Only from Duracell.
The Chevy Corsica has better aerodynamics than a Porsche 928 and a gas-charged independent front suspension, which helps you hold the road. Corsica also has a new user-friendly interior, which helps you hold the most important things. It's a very comforting way more people are winning with.
The heartbeat of America, that's today's Chevrolet.
And now it's easy to win with an efficient new Chevy Corsica.
Wayne Larrabee, Bill Raftery. Final 45 seconds coming up here at Mackey Arena. And don't forget, Kenny Anderson at Georgia Tech against Loyola Marymount. That game coming up next. Anderson had 40 points in 55 minutes of play. Triple overtime performance against Georgia the other night.
If he's not tired, he'll exceed that. Jay Hillock, the coach of Loyola, is doing the same as Paul Westhead. And the other night against LSU, they certainly showed a lot of improvement.
Time winding down on this one. And the reach-in foul coming up here on Link Darner. That is his third personal. Purdue tonight, a good effort.
Great effort.
But North Carolina, again, I think we saw it a week ago. The game against Alabama, they really started to turn things around. They committed 12 turnovers coming off exam week. Here tonight in the first half, but in the second half, they've been solid.
You know, Gene Katie doesn't want to hear this, right? What we're saying, they played hard, but they didn't get a win. But he's going to beat a lot of people this year. It's just a shame he doesn't have Woody for the remainder of the year. I think it would have made it a little bit easier. But some people will have to step up, and I think Travis is going to lead this club. It's going to have a solid year for him. To strap him up because they play hard, come at you.
Travis Trice off the mark on that one. He'll be the point for Purdue. Look at this extension to Lynch from Rice. King. Rice on the feed to Lynch.
Pass the ball to one another when somebody's in a better position. Ball mark.
Stand back for 3. Ian stand back. He'll hear about that in practice tomorrow. King Rice to Lynch. As time winds down to this one, North Carolina is going to be an outstanding basketball